Okay, so this is the recording of my trades paper account on 5/10/2022. So today I was looking at the market. My anticipation was a potential bounce off at 300, kind of support level. So when the market opened, it was a little bit higher. I didn't want to take any trades or anything like that, and just let the chart kind of develop. We started kind of fading down here. I almost got into some puts right here because I was thinking it's a fade pattern. Um, but when I was doing my checklist, it really wasn't a fade pattern. It's just kind of got toppy. Typically with a fading pattern, what I like to see is a little bit more um, kind of humps or waviness or something like that, just going up once and coming back down. Even though it would have been a good, kind of short or good puts, it just wasn't really suited my pattern. So I waited for it. Around this area, I started noticing the Qs were starting to form an ABCD pattern. So there's A, B, C would be around this range right here. So right where this white dot is, I ended up taking some call options. Strike price was 310. I got into it at 77, so I bought 3 contracts. And right when these candles came down, I ended up getting stopped out for a 19.48% loss. And it started kind of curling back up. You can see these trend lines of where these candles kind of stay within those trend lines. And looking at other trades, something with a clean chart, I came across the NVDA, and NVIDIA was forming the same pattern. So I got into NVIDIA at the $200 strike price, which is right here. So I ended up buying into NVIDIA, formed the same pattern. You can see A, B, C. I ended up getting into here, anticipating the C pattern forming, and C is buying anywhere within this upwards consolidation or upwards kind of curling action. So I ended up buying it right here at 35 cents. I'm getting 7 contracts at 35 cents and just kind of let the trade work. I was risking 25%. All my trades, I try to risk around 25% to try to let them work. Especially with the options, there could be a small move on the underlying, and it has a big reaction under, with the options chart or the price action under the options chart. So I do want to give a little bit more wiggle room. And so as the trade started working, reclaim VWAP. I was anticipating the Qs down here when I bought into it here to try to retest VWAP or to try to reclaim VWAP, and it ultimately worked out. I scaled out of the trade, took 2 contracts off at 60 cents, 2 more contracts off at 63 cents, and then the 3 contracts off at 67 cents. So the total profits for those ones met all my expectations as far as data goes. The first sell was 71%. I was aiming for 70. The second was 80%, so I was looking for to sell at 80. And the last sell was 91. I was looking for 90% sell target. Right now, what I'm looking at is I'm out of capital for the day. But this right here would be a nice place to short or to buy some puts. You can see here I put the notations there. With the ABCD pattern, I think it's overextended and exhausted. There's going to be a pullback at some point. And I can tell that based off of the Hikinashi candles and how it's just trying to retest that. Could be wrong, but if I had more capital, I'd probably end up taking some put options right here as it's starting to try to, create some lower highs and stuff. That's my 2 trades. So total profits today was around $156 on the papered account. So it worked out pretty nicely. Biggest takeaway was, trying to be more patient with the patterns. Based off the data, I have been noticing that a lot of patterns that I trade have been happening later on, particularly between 10:30 and 11. I've been having a hard time trying to not get into a trade, early. Most of the time I've been getting into a trade between 9 and 9:30. And I just need to be more patient for that clear pattern to form. So that's pretty much it for my trades.